Paris is Europe's most photographed city. Millions of photos are taken there every year. It's hard now to imagine how it must have been 600 years ago, when the very first images were produced of the city. Not with a camera, of course, but with a paintbrush. The oldest images of a recognizable Paris date from 1410. There is Notre Dame, of course, and the Île de la Cité, the island in the River Seine, right in the center of Paris. Some of those medieval buildings are still there. Only in those days, there were still farmers in the city. The Louvre Museum now stands slightly further along the Seine. Centuries have passed since it was erected on the site of the Louvre fortress. The foundations of the old fortress can still be seen in the museum's basement. The French kings used to live in the Louvre. The funny thing is that the first pictures of Paris were not produced by a Frenchman. No. They were the work of three brothers from Nijmegen, better known as the Limbourg Brothers. Art experts see the Limbourg Brothers as the Rembrandts of the Middle Ages. And these days you see their work everywhere, in countless reproductions. They learned their trade here, in the family workshop on Burgstraat. They started very young, painting coats of arms for the Duke of Guelders, who lived just round the corner in Walchhof Castle. The brothers first travelled to Paris when they were barely 14, for a traineeship. When there was an outbreak of the plague in Paris shortly afterwards, they were quickly sent back home to their mother. But as they made their way back to Nijmegen, they were captured in Brussels, the capital of the Duchy of Brabant. Brabant had been at war with their duchy, the Duchy of Guelders, for years. They were accused of spying. It took 6 months before their freedom was bought by the Duke of Burgundy, the most powerful man in Europe. This duke, brother of the King of France, was a major art collector and always looking to get hold of the most talented artists. He immediately hired the three Limbourg brothers. And that was how the Limbourg brothers ended up in French court circles in Paris at a very young age. This was where they produced the finest images of the Middle Ages. They were the best paid artists of their day. But they did not live long to enjoy their status. All three died in 1416, ironically from the plague in Paris. None of them lived beyond the age of 35. The family workshop in Nijmegen was taken over by their younger sister, who lived on Burgstraat for many years. The 600-year-old cellars at this spot under their family home are a reminder of these great medieval masters.